Mike Cuellar, I always hated. Mike Cuellar pitched for the Orioles, and he threw the screwball, which is not a normal pitch that you see, from most pitchers. And he had 3 or 4 different speeds, slower, slower. And by the time you finally had the time, your 4th time up, and now you're really waiting, and you had the time, that's when he would throw you his 81-mile-an-hour fastball, and he would saw your bat in half. He was so smart. So he used to drive me nuts. And then another one guy, Bert Blylevel, when he first came up, he was with the Minnesota Twins. Best curveball I've ever seen, to this day. And when he first came up, he threw probably about 94, 95-mile-an-hour fastball, and he had the hardest, sharpest curve that I've ever seen. And in fact, whenever he pitched, it felt like this guy can throw a no-hitter against us. And one day in Minnesota, he struck me out 3 straight times. The 4th time, I hit a ground ball to second, and I was happy. And I didn't strike out the 4th time. Jim Palmer was always, I enjoyed going up to the plate against him. He looked easy to hit, but it was always faster than you thought, and he could get you out. And of course, Nolan Ryan was no fun to face Nolan Ryan. Great curveball, fastball. And another guy I mentioned that threw just as hard as Nolan, didn't have a very long career. He was very scary to face. This guy named Sam McDowell was a left-handed pitcher for Cleveland Indians. Threw about 100. Great curve, slider, spitball. I mean, he threw everything. He was kind of crazy. And probably been more beautiful than I knew if I knew that he was drunk when he was pitching. Turned out later, he had to go to AA. We had it. That was even more scary. Okay, back there. Best teammates, a great teammate was Thurman Munson. Thurman was in the locker on my left for the 9, 10 years that he was there, and he was the first guy that I saw every day coming in. And we had a lot of dinners together. In fact, whenever he wanted a good meal, Thurman would always look for me because I was known as the connoisseur of all fine restaurants in the American League. In those days, in the clubhouse, most clubhouses in Major League Baseball, the spread after the game would be bologna and cheese and some crackers and maybe a pizza. So I was always wanting to go out. I didn't want to eat that stuff. I wanted to go have a nice steak and relax and have steak Diane, potatoes on gratin, sauteed broccoli, stuff like that. So Thurman knew that. He said, "Roy, I'm going to have a good meal tonight. Where are you going?" You go with me. Clubhouses today in baseball, after the game, it's gourmet. You can have steak, Chinese food, Italian, pasta, they have everything. Guys, they don't have to leave. They get a full meal right there. So they never go out to a restaurant. Everybody's right there at the ballpark all the time. After Thurman, Chris Chambers was on my right for a long time. Chris is a great guy, good friend. And Lou Pennell and I were good friends also. Lou liked to go to the racetrack occasionally, and I would go help him along with Mickey Rivers, if you will. So Lou had the worst temper. Lou had the temper. You saw him on the field. Lou was worse than Paul O'Neill. Paul O'Neill got a lot of acclaim or notoriety for all the temper tantrums he had. But Lou was 20 times worse than Paul O'Neill. In fact, in the minor leagues one day, I was on loan this particular season in the minors, early in '67. I was on loan to the Dodgers. They made a trade. I went to the Dodgers, and I was in Spokane. And Lou was playing for Portland, which was the Cleveland Indians organization. And I was playing third base, actually, for Spokane. And Lou was up, and I knew Lou from B-ball. I played against him in the Carolina League, so we knew he was kind of a hot-headed, kind of crazy guy. So Lou hits a 3-out smash in the hole, and we had a short. He was probably over 25 going through this game. He had been in a slump. And we had a shortstop named Tommy Dean, who was a hot prospect for the Dodgers. He goes into the hole, makes a backhand stop, and then throws a bullet and nails him at first. Lou's like full steam, passing the bag, and I'm watching him. And he passes the bag, and he doesn't slow down. He just keeps running all the way down the right field line. And I'm going, the poor guy's stacked, It he runs all the way to the wall before he finally stopped. He got right to the right to the wall. You know, and when he ran, he was screaming all the way down. You know, I can't tell you what he was saying. But it wasn't too nice. And he stopped. You know, then he turned around and he slowly started walking back. But that was a temper that Vanilla had. What was I talking about before that? Now I got off my train of thought.